Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about Grey's Anatomy and how frustrating this show makes me. Good show, but frustrating as well. Let's get into it. So, first of all, baby is here next to me. He over here just chilling. But you know, just because I have such a cute kid, I'm gonna show him before I get into the conversation at hand. You wanna say hello to the people? He just chilling. There you go. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello. All right, so Grey's Anatomy, let me tell y'all something. It's one of my favorite shows. I can rewatch it 100,000 times on Netflix. I don't know how many times I've restarted like watching it, and it's one of my favorite shows. But it's an irritating show as well. So when I had Daxton, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna rewatch Grey's Anatomy because I fell off around season 17 with the COVID season, because that was just doing, it was too much. It was just like, okay, like I get it. Meredith has COVID. She's having all these doggone dreams, all these, they was putting in like real issues into the show. And then they've done that in the past as well, but in the past it was more so entertainment. Now it's just like, I don't want to have to watch the news and see the things that are going on in the news and then watch Grey's Anatomy and see the things being played out on Grey's Anatomy. So it was getting, that COVID season was just kind of getting on my nerves. And I was like, you know what? I've dedicated, you know, years into this show. I'm okay with not watching it anymore. So I don't know anything on season 18, and they're currently shooting, well, currently on air right now, season 19. So I can't talk about those two seasons, but 16 and prior, let's get into it, because I have one of my biggest issues is how certain characters left the show. So a lot of people don't like when George dies. So the original people on the show, if you have not watched Grey's Anatomy, Meredith, she is basically what the show is about her life. So you have Meredith Grey, you have Derek Shepherd, you have Christina Yang, you have Alex Karev, you have Isabel Stevens, you have George O'Malley, Dr. Miranda Bailey, and Richard Webber as like, oh, and Dr. Burke. He was like the main cast. That was the main cast for the first few seasons. So, first character to leave the show. If I get the order wrong, it's okay, because I have mommy brain now. So this is just me like kind of replaying it in my head right now. So I believe the first character to leave the show was Dr. Burke. Didn't really necessarily miss his character like that, but I could see why they put him and Christina together, because they both was into cardio, all that, whatever. Didn't really miss him, don't care, whatever, show moved on. But they introduced a new character, and that was Owen Hunt. His character gets on my nerves. I do not like Owen Hunt. Like, he is the most confused character ever. He is always aggressive to people for no reason when it comes to like military things. He's just, he can't admit when he's wrong. He falls in love with everybody, has sex with everybody. Doesn't know if he wants Teddy one day or the person he's actually with the next. So he was supposed to be the love interest for Christina. And Didn't like them two together, but from the previous season when she was with Burke, we all knew Christina don't want babies. She never wanted babies. So she had an ectopic pregnancy with Dr. Burke, and she was relieved because she didn't have to have a baby. She told Owen before they got married that she did not want to have kids. Owen always knew he wanted to have kids, so he tried to pressure her into having kids. No, she said she did not want kids. So that was one of their issues in their marriage. They still loved each other, but that was the one problem. And so he felt like because Meredith wanted a family and all that other stuff, and Meredith and Christina were like twisted sisters, that everything that Meredith had, Christina would want. And no. Christina's like, I love kids, but from afar. I don't want any on my own. I am career driven. That is it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But that was Christina's point. So Owen was like, dang, why can't you just change your mind and have me a baby? She's like, seriously, why can't you just love me for me? Which I understand Christina, you know? And so Owen, trash. He goes in the trash bucket. I don't like him because he kind of did the same thing with Amelia. Don't let me get started on Amelia real quick. Amelia is annoying. But anyway, what was I saying? See, brain farts. So Dr. Burke gone, Owen Hunt in, then you have Callie Torres. I like her, she's cool. I don't have a problem with Callie. Honestly, the thing that pissed me off with Callie is that everybody she was with treated her like trash. George cheated on her with Izzy. I hated when they were together. George cheated on her with Izzy. When she was with Arizona treated her after Callie has been such a wonderful wife to Arizona. But I don't mind Callie. Callie's cool, you know. Yeah, she a good person. Let me see, who was next to leave the show? I believe it was George. Yes, I think it was George. So Dr. Burke gone, George, everybody, I don't know. I feel like there's not enough of me out there, people with my like mind that don't really care about George's death. Like, his death did not make me sad whatsoever. Honestly, I was happy that his character left the show because George was actually very annoying to me. I understand his character was supposed to be like this awkward person who cares about everybody and all that other stuff, but I could have done without George. I could see his, you know, importance in the show, but when he died, it was just like, dang, you got hit by a bus? That's how they write you out? That really sucks. So yeah, George, Izzy, I don't even want to talk about Izzy. Izzy is trifling on another level. I don't like Izzy because she confused as well. She don't know what she want. She was next to leave. I'm not even gonna talk about Izzy because she's trash. Uh-oh. You okay? Let me see. Okay, let me just get to the bottom of why I wanted to really make this video. My biggest gripe with Grey's Anatomy and the way they wrote off this particular character, it is unforgiving to me. It is extremely unforgiving. The way they wrote off Alex Karev, played by Justin Chambers, I could never, ever forgive the writers of Grey's Anatomy with the way Alex left the show. And I get it, the real life, you know, Justin, he wanted to, you know, pursue different acting ventures, you know, good for him, whatever. But I feel like there was another way they could have written this man off. They really wrote this man off by leaving Joe, which was his wife at the time, to go back to Izzy Stevens, the one who left him when he was there for her through all her cancer bullcrap. And he's just why Izzy? And having children with Izzy, I just feel like, and it came like full circle because Izzy left him with the letter and he left Joe with the letter. How disrespectful can you be? I feel like if they knew that Justin wanted to leave the show, they could have done that season a little differently. It was season 16. They could have did that season a little differently. You have Alex being a great best friend to Meredith during her trial when they was going to see if she was going to keep her medical license or not, gathering all these people. Then Alex goes missing for like 4 episodes. Joe doesn't know what's going on with Alex. He's not talking to Meredith, which is insane. That is insane because Meredith and Alex are the best of friends, you know? They've always been there for each other. Even when freaking Meredith went missing after Derek died, Alex would always like reach out or whatever the case may be. And I'm just like, Alex would always respond to Meredith. So Meredith reaching out to Alex saying, I need you and this and that, and Alex not saying anything. And then y'all gonna start the episode with Meredith, Joe, and Dr. Bailey receiving a letter from freaking Alex telling him, I love you guys, but I found my real life with Izzy and our kids. BS. BS. Like, that to me stabbed me in my heart. And I knew how he left. I knew how he left because I watched it in real time. But rewatching it just pissed me off because I'm like, that character, Alex's character, deserved more. Alex's character deserved more because we watched his character. I feel like his character is the one character that literally grew up on the show. Like, we've seen him grow into this amazing peds surgeon. And then this is the ending that Alex get? Like, he was a jerk in season 1. And now he was still a jerk, but he was being a jerk to the right people and for the right reasons. He just wasn't a jerk to be a jerk. And the way he cared about children and fought for his patients and fought for his friendships and family. And what? Oh my gosh. That is maddening how they really wrote this man off. And Josephine Wilson Karev does not deserve that. Did not. Listen, their friendship bonded over trauma because they both grew up in the foster care system. Both had, Joe didn't even know her family. She didn't even know her family. Alex had a junkie father and dang, what's the medical term of his mama? Schizophrenic. She wasn't schizophrenic. Bipolar. I don't know. She had some mental disorder which made her a bad mother. And I'm just like, they formed a trauma bond between the two of them, fell in love. They started off the way relationships, ought to start off. They were friends. They were good friends. Then they fell in love. And then they both went through their stuff. She was there for him when he was going through his mom issues and his mom, was okay with the medication and all that stuff. And then when Joe, poor Joe, she was going through her issues when she found her birth mom and knew that she was a product of a rape and having to deal with that, and Alex was there for her with that. Matter of fact, Joe is the only character on Grey's Anatomy who got married and actually took her husband's name. That's how proud she was to be Alex's wife. Do you understand? She had a family in Alex. And y'all mean to tell me Alex leaves her with a letter? Daxton. That's honestly why I really wanted to talk about the show. Because we can talk about Cali, Arizona, all them other people, maybe on another day. But I just recently watched this episode and it just pissed me off. Because I was just like, Alex's character deserved more. Joe didn't deserve that. Meredith is on her own now. She don't have any of her crew, you know. And I felt like them making Alex and Meredith like besties, perfect, because they was truly there for each other. I just that was the worst exit of the show for me. I could care less about George dying. I could care less about Derek's dying, because at the time I was through with Derek as well. Maybe I'll do a most annoying characters on Grey's Anatomy. But that's what I wanted to talk about today. Like this video if you agree. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. It's time for my baby's nap. He's tired. You're tired, aren't you, baby? You are. You gonna say bye? Tell the people, love you, but Jesus loves you most. I'll see you guys in the next video. I probably will talk about the most annoying characters on Grey's soon, for real. All right, bye guys.